Say hi friends, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey everybody, my name is Jessie, this is Ivy, and we're gonna start, I don't know if it's gonna be the last week of Vlogmas or what, but
Some cookies.
I think we're gonna try to make a cake. She just really wants cookies. It is Monday. We found out yesterday that Ben's mom is sick with a fever. So between her work schedule and Ben just doesn't want any of us to get sick, especially me. So I'm most likely not gonna have any help this week, like 99% chance. So I actually ended up canceling any vlogs for the week, and I'm gonna start my maternity week early because...
Back for me.
What do you need? Anyways, we went to Target. I kind of went...
Once a time.
Will you help Mama show?
Okay.
You want to show them? Say this is oat milk and almond milk. You want to show?
Almond milk and soda.
And then this is maple syrup.
Yeah.
Because Ivy's been eating a lot of waffles. What's that? That's cocoa powder. We're gonna try to make a cake today. Also got a cake pan. I have one somewhere that I need to find because I need two.
Okay. This.
Yep. It's hot cocoa mix for Mama. I also bought some diaper pail things, but they're broken, so I'm gonna have to take those back. This looked interesting. It's like a cold foam, but it's oat based. So
What is this called?
those are for your diaper pail where we put your diapers. Ivy picked this out. This is gonna be what she gives baby when it's born. It's really soft. Do you like it? It's a lion. You're gonna give that to baby, right? When the baby comes out? Hopefully. Got some diaper cream for baby stuff. Breast pump cleaner, just in case I'm doing this in the middle of the night and don't want to get up. I also got an abdominal binder. This is helpful after birth, but especially after C-section. I have one and I cannot find it. So if I find it or the hospital gives me one, I'll take this one back because Target's really good about that stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it in the box for now. This was really helpful. It made me feel more secure afterwards. We got 2 thermometers. I got 2 of these because because Ben didn't want one of the like forehead ones. Since with an infant you would have to do rectal. I don't want the same one being used for both kids. This is like the random thing. I got like a bunch of snacks for our hospital bag. I just had kind of a day, Friday night or Saturday night, where I was like freaking out about the fact that I have nothing prepared for this birth. Snacks are probably the least thing on my mind, but we were walking through the aisle, so I just got some stuff and I'll put it somewhere for now. I tried to get like healthier snacks, also understanding that like we're gonna eat what we eat and it's gonna be healthier than the food at the hospital anyway. Got these little chomp stick type things. We had something like this last time, so I got some of those. Also got, I've never seen these like in gluten-free and we don't normally buy like 1 serving snacks. The last thing I bought, but I gotta go. We're having a rough time. Finish this cake. It does not look pretty, but it tastes great, right? We had some of the frosting. Oh my God. Wanted to quickly show you guys these new knives that I got. This is not sponsored. They did send them to me for free. So far, so good. I'll be using them a little bit on and off throughout my videos coming up, but I love the brown color. Hello, I don't even know if I said hi in my last clip. It's 11:16. Hey, I'm currently making this like little chicken pasta stuff that I saw on TikTok. Honestly, I've had the meat in the fridge for a couple days now, so I just need to make all of these things. I should have put some of it in the freezer, but I wasn't thinking ahead. So I'm gonna have to make my soup tomorrow, so the fridge is gonna be full of food. I can freeze some of it if necessary too. I had thought about like going to Home Goods or something, but honestly, A, I don't need to be spending money, and B, I'm exhausted from how much I did yesterday. So we're just hanging out. I still need to unpack fully these knives that I got. Yeah, I think tomorrow maybe we'll do a drop off to a local shelter, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm hoping that I have some energy during her nap that I can do a couple of videos. I feel like I start the day out with energy and then I lose it very quickly, and then I'll usually get a little hit of it again sometimes I don't, and I'm just done for the rest of the day. Being pregnant and just being so exhausted, like it's hard not to do screen time, and I'm definitely doing more screen time than I would prefer. Granted, we're watching things like Miss Rachel, Farmer Jason, like Elmo. So I'm not like worried about it being too stimulating, but at the same time, I don't like using that as a crutch so much. It makes me feel like a bad mom. But at the same time, I'm exhausted. Hello, okay, it's almost 3. Ivy's been awake since 2, but I've just like left her in there because she was just hanging out. A little frustrated with myself that I didn't nap because I needed it. I did not fall asleep till after 12:30 last night, and then I woke up almost every hour because my legs hurt so much. But I just like, I felt like I ate and then I had some energy, so I was like, I'm gonna do some stuff. But I had an update for you guys. I don't think it's like my business to talk much about this. I don't think that I have a freelance writing job anymore. Basically, the company had layoffs and the person that I was working for was laid off. She is a friend of mine and I care more about her situation than my like freelance work that I did for the company. Like I, you know, wanted to make sure that she was okay. Don't even know if they'll take freelance writers. I don't know if they'll like reach out to me at some point or not, but I'm just kind of moving forward assuming that I also will no longer have that client. I think it was something that I was assuming was going to happen at some point because they kind of slowed down on not the layoffs, but just like me not working there for them. They kind of slowed down on the amount of blogs they could give and the type of blogs they could give and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I feel like I was like kind of waiting, or kind of not waiting, but just like expecting this to happen at some point, in the sense that like I wouldn't have a job again, not the layoffs part. It is what it is. I don't have any control over it. So I'm going into the new year assuming that I don't have an income, which we were planning on not having my income in February and March and part of January. We weren't planning on it moving forward, but there's not much I can do about it. We are in like chats about doing some social media work for a business. Yeah, it's just like solidifying the plans that like we can't stay in Illinois because we like literally the cost of living, like we can't be paying $3 grand to rent a home. I'm just tired of spending like most of our income just to live in a random place. Like I love this house, but is it worth $2,700 plus utilities? Hello, I almost said good morning. It's not morning, it's 1:11. I am headed to the OB. Have not slept more than like 4 to 5 hours of broken sleep the last couple of nights, maybe closer to 5 hours, but I am just wiped. I think I'm gonna find out if they scheduled my C-section or not today. Okay, you guys, guess what time it is? It is 3:25, which is 2 hours since I got here. This is like the one, I guess, con of having only one doctor, is that when she gets called into labor, I have to stay. Now, I could have probably like rescheduled the appointment, but honestly, Ivy was asleep anyway. Ben was like fine. In order to like reschedule it, it honestly would have just been more annoying. So I just sat there for 2 hours basically. I know like most people would be so annoyed. Well, let's talk about the pros with a couple of these things. One, I'm grateful that my husband has flexibility with his job. We are, what's the word, privileged enough that he, you know, that it just like worked out. I know that this would have been like so annoying for most people, but I'm gonna also give myself props, because if you guys followed me even like 6 months ago or so, before starting anxiety medication, I just was like so in fight or flight like all the time. Like I would have been so angry and so anxious the whole time, and I was just like, whatever. I mean, there's nothing she can do. Obviously, somebody going into labor and her having to deliver a baby is more important than checking on me, and I'm appreciative that
you know, is how she runs her practice. So like if something happens with me in my birth, that she will prioritize me. But I also understand why A, most practices don't only have one doctor anymore, and B, why most doctors, you can't like choose your doctor, you just get whoever is on call. I see why a doctor can be on call, and that's not when she has to be in the office, you know? But yeah, so anyway, the appointment went well. I got the date of my scheduled C-section and the time and all that, and I just like asked her a couple questions about that. I'm measuring big, baby's measuring big, but like she's not really worried about it. I have an MFM appointment next week. If for some reason they're worried about it, then we'll, you know, have a conversation, but they haven't been worried about it. I'm feeling very proud of myself because if this would have happened during Ivy's pregnancy, I would have been anxious and freaking out and angry and all of those things. And I was just like, whatever.
Don't mind Miss Rachel in the background, but I made some soup. Well, it's not boiling yet, so it's not done yet. Hi, Bubba's. Good morning. It's officially Thursday, 10:26. I'm gonna show you what we got at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Only a couple things. Am I out of focus? There we go. Ivy's watching Farmer Jason downstairs. Finn's chewing on a bone. Typical. I spent like, I don't know, a little, like $130, I think. So a lower price trip for us, but still fairly cheap. We don't really have a plan for food this week, so some corn tortillas. Ivy roped me into this because she's obsessed with Elmo now. 2 things of gluten-free waffles because it's like all she's been eating because she's black beans. Ham, Ivy's been liking that, so we're going with it. Extremely expensive orange juice. 1 sweet potato. 6 Siggy's yogurts. Cheese and sour cream. If you can't tell, we're gonna have tacos one night. Cheese with a sticker on it. Ivy loves this. And bison. That's all from Whole Foods. So for exact prices, I spent $102.72 at Whole Foods, and technically it was $35 at Trader Joe's, but I had $15 of cash. Does anybody else feel like cash is free money? I really only put $20 on my card. Shredded lettuce, avocados, 3 things of raspberries because this is currently the only fruit Ivy likes, 2 bell peppers for Ben. The camera's having a hard time focusing. Kind of like me. Tomatoes, onions, bananas. So that's what we got this week. We have meat in the freezer. I got the bison for my breakfasts and for Ben to eat. We have chicken nuggets in the freezer. We have a ton of stuff in the pantry from like Thrive Market. So we're gonna try to go through that stuff. We weren't given any information on if we need to bring any food for Christmas, so I didn't buy anything because I don't know. So this will hopefully get us through Christmas, and then we'll, yeah babe, and then we'll go get groceries probably the day after Christmas because Ivy, so Christmas is Wednesday, it's the 25th. We're having Ivy's birthday party on Saturday, which is the 28th. We'll be buying a bunch of stuff for that because I will be hosting that, but I'm not hosting Christmas. This is our little haul. I'm gonna put it away, go hang out with Ivy for a while. Also, here are my new knives. I gotta switch them out, but I cleaned them all yesterday. Super excited about them. Oh. Can we not put that on the counter that I just washed?
Not true.
Oh, what's on them, baby shark?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job.
Good job.
1, 2, 3.
It is officially Friday, 10:42. You guys saw a very quick clip of me. Yeah.
How I want
Cleaning.
Yeah.
And Mama cleaned the house.
Yeah.
It snowed a bunch yesterday, so we got a bunch of snow, which will probably be gone in a couple days. Please don't put that on the floor.
I want some cake.
You can't have cake right now.
I want carrots.
You can have cake later. You want that off?
Yes, please.
Okay, talk to you in a minute. Sorry, I had to cut that vloggy short earlier because Ivy was in a mood, let me tell you. Holy heck. She's actually been in her bed now for like 20 minutes and she's still not asleep. I'm hoping she takes a nap. She just seems like crabby today, like toddler crabby, you know? Like she just, nothing is what she wants it to be when she wants it to be it. I did some cleaning this morning. I would like to wrap, I have like a couple of very small gifts. I would like to film one TikTok and then I need to take a nap because I saw every hour on the clock last night. I am excited that this week is ending. This has been the longest week in a long time for me. I will say part of that is because I didn't have help. I actually think it's because I didn't have help, plus I didn't sleep well this week. At this point in pregnancy, I'm just like exhausted very easily. So then not sleeping on top of that, at least not like sleeping well, is not helpful. And then on top of that, having a toddler and I don't have any help. Plus, I've been really stressed about the money stuff, which I kind of go into in my January reset video, which will come out the Saturday after this one comes out. So I kind of go in depth about it there a little bit more than I have in the vlogs. I think I'm more stressed about it than I think that I am because losing my client, as much as I was assuming that was going to happen at some point, that's a lot to lose my income, have Ben's income go down and lose our other income. So even in my January reset video that I did, I feel like I still don't even know all the information. Like until January hits and I know what Ben's income is going to be, I can't even like prepare for moving forward. And then obviously like next month I need to be preparing for a second baby, physically, mentally, and environmentally. So yeah, it just feels like a lot. I feel like while I was very nervous about having Ivy and I was like very tired and stuff, it was just easier in the sense that like we lived somewhere where it was much cheaper. We got to get outside almost every day. It wasn't like 20 degrees. We had a lot more disposable-ish type income. Like we could buy the things that we needed and we didn't have to like really think about it or worry about it. We also didn't have a toddler who is going through her own almost 2-year-old development. It's just felt like a really hard week. It doesn't feel like it's gonna get any easier, and I'm like trying to be positive about the fact like Ben has the next week and a half off of work, so that's good. We might get like a little bit of help so that he and I can go do some like goals and stuff on one of the days. The money stuff, there's just like nothing I can do about it right now. I'm trying not to let it like crash and burn my days, you know? There's like literally nothing I can do about it. We are, you know, still privileged in the sense that like Ben has a really good job. He's probably gonna get a promotion this year. There's so many people that were laid off at like in this month that unless something crazy happens, it's not gonna happen to Ben. And we have a little bit of, or a good chunk of savings. Now, we didn't want to use that for what we're doing versus putting it down on a house or things like that. I'm still grateful to have that money versus having to like live on credit cards or something like that, like we've had to do in the past. There is positive in it. I'm trying to be positive, but I'm also acknowledging the fact that it just feels kind of scary and kind of hard right now, and I'm having a hard time with that, on top of just being very pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Hey, go.
Oh, they fell off. Yeah. Hello. All safe?
Hey, go.
Okay, here. Stand up, stand up.
I
Oh,
want
I
one.
got you. Okay.
Filming on my phone quickly because, you know, my camera's all the way up there and I don't want to go up there. It is 2:22. It's been an interesting day so far. We went to Old Navy. I could probably show you what I got there. I got Ivy an outfit. So her birthday party
theme is Born to Be Wild. And I just wish I would have looked up decorations and clothing options and stuff before I made that the theme, because I don't like the stuff that I have found. However, so I bought Ivy this like super cute animal bright colored sweatsuit that I was gonna have her wear. Waited a little bit too long. I didn't think it would be that long. They said it would ship to be here in time for Christmas. So I thought it would be fine because her birthday's like her birthday party's like 3 days after Christmas, but it's now the 21st and it still hasn't shipped. So I emailed them a couple days ago and was like, is this gonna ship in time to be here by, I would need it by like next Friday? They said no. So it was very nice of them though. They canceled my order for me. So anyway, we went to Old Navy to try to find her an outfit. It's not like animal based, which is a little annoying. I wanted to get her something like animal, like jungle animals. We canceled our Amazon Prime membership, and to be honest, I haven't really liked any of the Amazon stuff anyway. It's all been like, either it's going to take like 3 weeks to get here because it's coming from like China or something, or it's like Lion King themed, which is fine, but I just like, I don't know, just didn't want to get her that. And then I feel like everything else that I'm finding is like animal print, like cheetah print, which is just like not my vibe. If she liked it and said she wanted it, that would be fine, but since I'm still purchasing her things that like I like, I don't really love cheetah print. I don't want to get her something that I'm like not going to gravitate toward putting her in. So that's the long story of, we went to Old Navy and Target looking for an outfit. Target had literally nothing. Old Navy has something that I think says wild and free on it, and it's like pink and it has like a frilly little skirt, which she loves like wearing tutus and stuff. It's not fully on theme besides the fact that it says wild. It's a cute birthday outfit and she'll wear it like all the time. Then we went to Target and we just got like a bunch of random stuff. We went there again to look for like a wild animal type outfit and they didn't have anything. We got her 2 books for Christmas that Ben picked out. Yeah, and we got like a couple of frozen items. We needed some almond milk and oat milk. We got the books, like I said, and then Ben got himself a shirt. Tried to get Ivy to nap, didn't really work. Well, I guess you would have to be fairly close to Ben and I, like his sister's probably the only one that knows that we talk like this, but we get into these deep philosophical chats, and then we also get into these like dream chats. Like this is something that him and I have always connected on. Like we're both big dreamers and like what we want our life to look like and things like that. So we're going over like wanting to be able to buy food more locally and like have a garden. Like I had a garden growing up and we ate a lot of our food came from that. Wanting to own a home, wanting to like live in a space that's ours where we can like buy stuff or make stuff or create things because we're actually staying in that house versus like a rental is not a long-term thing. So we did that. Got tired of hearing Ivy pounding on the wall and not sleeping. So brought her down and now those two are playing outside. I gotta show you guys my new knives that I got. This was like super weird, but I totally manifested these knives. I was telling Benjamin, we were just talking about things that we would like to replace at some point, but it doesn't feel necessary to replace them now, especially if we're gonna move at some point. One of the things I said was knives, because our knives are just not good. We've tried to like sharpen them. There's only like 2 knives that are like sharp, I guess, and the knife block is like all the paint on it or whatever has like chipped, so it just looks ratty. And so it was just one of those things that I was like, yeah, we don't need it right now, but I would like love to get new knives at some point. And I swear, like 2 days later, I had a company reach out to me and ask me if I would like to try their knives for free. Like it's not a partnership or anything. It's not sponsored. I'm really excited about them. I like the way they look. I got the brown ones. They do have black ones. They sell them on Amazon, but they're really nice. I got those set up and took our old knives out. I'm in a like really good mood because I just like spending time with Ben, obviously, but I also like co-parenting with Ben. I like not being the only parent. You know what I mean? You guys, it has been hard to vlog today. I am so tired. I did take a nap a while ago. I've been up for like an hour now. We went to Barnes & Noble quickly this morning, and just to like get out of the house, I just needed to get out of the house for a little bit. There's something about Barnes & Noble during the holidays. I think because growing up, we would go to Barnes & Noble during the holiday. We didn't go very often the rest of the year because books are expensive and we didn't like have the budget for that. But like we would always go around Christmas and like pick out books we wanted or pick out books for other people. And there's just something nostalgic about it for me, which is very interesting. There's like a smell to it, everything. Anyway, so we went, came home, ate. Ben took Ivy and put her down for a nap. It took her like an hour and a half to go down, but she eventually did. Thankfully, she'll just like sit up there and play by herself, which is great. I also fell asleep for a while Ben was doing some, I don't know, watching football. Now they're outside being crazy, which it's like 17 degrees out. I'm not going anywhere near outside, but I've just been dealing with like so much more heartburn this week. I don't know if it's like something I'm eating or if it is just like where I'm at in pregnancy, but I did hit 33 weeks pregnant yesterday. So if you're interested in a little 32-week update, I would say this week, a lot of similarities to the previous week. Ivy's very clingy. She's kind of had like a weird week herself. The biggest things for me were actually outside factors that affected the pregnancy. Like Ben's mom got sick. We weren't comfortable having her or Elizabeth, because they live together, my sister-in-law, come over this week. I didn't have any help. I also found out that I basically no longer have any clients. That's just been, I'm not like stressed about it, but it's just like on the back of my mind, you know? You'll see this vlog before you'll see Saturday's video about my January reset, but I'm feeling pretty stressed about our budget and what's coming up between now me not having an income, losing an income for the business Ben used to be a part of, all that stuff that I've been talking about this for months, but I think now that it's like almost here, it's a little bit anxiety inducing. I definitely felt more anxious this week. I struggled with sleep a little bit more this week, but I don't know if that's because I didn't have any help. I'm anxious about stuff. You can see the reflection of the TV and the tree in my glasses. I've noticed more swelling this week in general. I've noticed just being lit about food, which is why I've gotten food out like 3 times in the last 3 days, which I've been really good about not doing that, but I just like have not been interested in anything. So I've gotten Qdoba twice and I got BB Bop today. The BB Bop did not hit, so that kind of sucked. Qdoba was good. That's always a good one for me, but I do need to like kind of chill on that, just because obviously I was just talking about being anxious about money. I think it's just a continuation of all the other weeks, and it probably, oh, there's some geese going over. Probably will continue just of being tired, feeling big, heartburn, all the things that come with the end, anxiety, nesting, all that stuff that kind of comes with the end of a pregnancy. I will most likely be giving birth right around 39 weeks unless something happens that I need to, or my body goes into labor early. Coming up this week, I wasn't gonna vlog, but I think I'm gonna vlog a little bit throughout the week. I was only gonna vlog like a little bit of our Christmas that I don't even know that I'll show you guys, but just for us to have, and then Ivy's birthday. But maybe I'll vlog a little bit through the week just because it's an interesting week. I'm planning to continue with like weekly vlogs in January up until the birth, just because those are easier for me to do, honestly. But I want to be interesting. So I hope you guys have been enjoying these. Tomorrow's Monday. We're going to Verizon, hopefully, for me to get a new phone. We'll see. Ben and I, if Elizabeth can come over tomorrow and babysit in the afternoon, Ben and I might go do like a little goals date together. Tuesday's Christmas Eve. We're talking about possibly going to St. Charles, just like bopping around just for like something to do, so we're not just like sitting around all day. Wednesday's Christmas. We're planning to do Christmas morning, just us, our little family, open presents, all that stuff. It's gonna be fun because Ivy's like fully gonna understand it this year. The afternoon we're gonna go by Ben's parents probably. Oh yeah, Tuesday morning I have my MFM appointment. Thursday Ben's got some plans and we need to get groceries. Friday I'm gonna get my nails done and get ready for the party. Saturday's her party. So hello. You boomba'd in the snow? Yeah.
Yeah.